Hey everybody, welcome back to the Financial Freedom Show. My name is Rob Berger. In this episode, I'm going to walk through what I call my three-tier credit card rewards system. This is how I've generated, well, almost $30,000 in credit card rewards over the last couple of years. I'm going to walk through exactly which credit cards I use and which credit cards I recommend and how I use them. And the great thing is, this is not a complicated system. Kind of like investing. If you want to make investing complicated, you can. And I have good friends that own dozens of ETFs and have a very complicated portfolio. You can do the same thing with credit cards. I have good friends who are travel hackers and they carry literally dozens of credit cards. And if that's you, terrific. But that's not really what we're here to talk about today. The system I'm going to walk through, frankly, you can implement it with just one credit card. I'll show you how. The most complicated it'll get is just 3 credit cards. Now, as I mentioned, we invest our credit card rewards. Let me show you. This is our M1 Finance account, which holds just money we've received from credit card rewards. It's now up to $26,700. It's actually down a little bit because my investment in Wells Fargo fell over the last couple of days. But I also have about another $1,000 worth of rewards that I need to add to this account. So we're really close to $27,000, almost $28,000 over the last couple of years. And of course, you may choose to spend your rewards on travel or something else, and that's great too. No matter how you use the rewards though, the key is to maximize the rewards you receive for each dollar charged to a credit card. So that's our goal today. And as I said, it's just a 3-tier system. So what I'm going to do for each tier, I'm going to tell you what I think is probably the best credit card for the vast majority of people for each of the tiers, as I'll explain in a moment. But then I'll also give you several alternatives that might work out better for your specific situation. So with that, let's get right to it. And we're going to begin with tier 1. And tier 1 is the everyday credit card. It's the card you're going to use for just about every purchase, unless you have a card that can earn you more. We'll come to that. But for the tier 1 everyday credit card, I think the best one available today, as you can see on the screen, is actually a new card. Wells Fargo just launched this card not long ago. It's called the Active Cash Card. Of course, you don't have to bank at Wells Fargo to use the card. Anyone that qualifies can get the card. And it's real simple. You earn 2% cash back on all purchases. There's no annual fee, and they throw in a $200 cash reward bonus if you spend $1,000 in purchases on the card in the first 3 months. They do have a 0% APR offer, as you can see down here, for 15 months for purchases and qualifying balance transfers. And that's a nice to have, but that's not really our focus today. But all around, this is an excellent credit card. Now, for the everyday card, there are some alternatives. And let's walk through them. The first one is actually one that we've carried for a very long time. It's the Citi Double Cash Card. Let me try to make this a little bigger for you. It's also a 2% cashback card, but there's a catch. You get 1% when you make the purchase with the card, and then you get the second 1% as you pay your credit card bill. Now, if you're like us and you pay everything in full every month, then effectively it's, you get your 2% every month. If you pay over time, however, it will take you a little longer to get your second 1%. It also doesn't come up with a sign-up bonus. So while we've carried it for a long time, if I were going to get a card today for this first tier, I would go to that Wells Fargo card probably over the Citi Double Cash. But again, they're both great options. Another alternative for those that have an account at Fidelity is the Fidelity Rewards Visa Signature. Again, no annual fee. You get unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases. Here, the rewards get transferred into your Fidelity account. And so again, ideal if you have an account at Fidelity. Also ideal if, like we do, you want to save and invest your rewards. This could be a great option. The final alternative I'll mention is actually the card that we now use today as our everyday card. And it's the Bank of America Premium Rewards Credit Card. So the deal is, it's basically a 2% cashback card for travel and dining, and a 1.5% cashback card on all other purchases, which may have you wondering why we use this over the others that I've showed you. And here's the deal. If you are an honors member, that's what they call it. We'll come down here and I'll show you. They have what they call Gold Preferred Rewards, Platinum Preferred Rewards, and then Platinum Honors Preferred. you get bonuses on top of the 1.5 to 2% in rewards. And I think this card is ideal for those that qualify for the 75% bonus here on the right, Platinum, Honors, Preferred Rewards. That 75% bonus means effectively that at a minimum, you're guaranteed to get about 2.62% back on every purchase. That's for the 1.5% rewards. And of course, you get more for the categories where you earn 2 points. You get that plus the 75 bonus points. To qualify for this, you've got to have a Bank of America checking account, and you have to have $100,000 in Bank of America and or their brokerage arm, Merrill Edge. And I know that won't be for everyone, but if you do have that, this really is probably arguably the best everyday credit card out there. But again, all of these are great options, and I think for the vast majority of people, this Wells Fargo card will do great. Now, one of the things I want to point out, that's tier 1. You need that everyday card, because when we get to the other ones that pay higher rewards for certain categories, that's terrific, but most of those cards pay 1% for sort of everything else, and that everything else turns out to be quite a lot. And so the reality is, if you want to keep life really simple, you could just stop with tier 1. Pick one of these credit cards that gets you at least 2% cash back on every purchase, and you could just stop there. Let me show you what that would mean if you wanted to save and invest your credit card rewards. I'm going to go to a calculator. I'll leave a link to this below the video. But let's imagine we don't have anything invested, and let's assume we're going to spend $4,000 a month on a 2% cash back credit card like the Wells Fargo Active Cash. That would mean we would get $80 a month in cash back rewards. Let's just assume we'll put in 45 years. That's a very, very long time. Actually, we'll make it 40. We'll just assume you started when you're 25 and then at 65 you retire. And we'll assume you earn 9% annual return. That's going to generate a total of $377,000 just from credit card rewards. Yes, it's over a long period of time, but it just shows you the power not only of credit card rewards, even relatively small dollars, but also the power of compounding. All right, so that's tier 1. For tier 2, I like to focus on a card that gets you extra rewards for everyday shopping. So think groceries and household items and clothes and electronics and that sort of thing. I think for a lot of people, the best card is going to be this one, the Amazon Prime card. As you can see, there's no annual fee, and there's a $100 sign-up bonus. That's fine. But the real reward is down here. You get 5% cash back at Amazon and Whole Foods grocery store. So obviously, this is going to be a great card for folks that shop at a minimum at Amazon. And of course, if you shop at Whole Foods, that helps too. This 5% cash back is really phenomenal. And there are no spending caps. So it's not just 5% back on the first whatever, $5,000 or $10,000 you spend in the year. There are no spending caps. And particularly with COVID, I know we're all doing a lot more shopping online. We tend to buy a lot of things for our home on Amazon. So we use this card a lot. And I think this would be great for a lot of folks. Now, you may shop at other places. That's fine. Target has a similar deal, 5% back on shopping in-store or online. It has some other benefits as well, but it's an excellent no-fee credit card if Target happens to be the place where you shop. Wells Fargo has, or not Wells Fargo, Walmart has a similar offer. It's not quite as good. You get 5% cash back at walmart.com, only 2% cash back when you're at the store at Walmart, but you also get 2% on gas and restaurants. So it has some other features. Again, this probably would be one of your best options if you shop at Walmart a lot. Again, not quite as good though as Amazon or Target. It does offer 5% cash back in stores, as you can see down here, but that's just an introductory offer. It lasts for 12 months. Now, you may not shop at any of these places, or you may shop at a number of different places such that a store brand card wouldn't really be the best for you. And if that's the case, I've got two final alternatives in this sort of tier 2 level. The first one is the Blue Cash Preferred Card from American Express. There is an annual $95 fee, but you get 6% cash back at groceries, at supermarkets. It is limited to $6,000 per year, but that's a great cash back offer. And you also get 6% cash back on streaming. We don't, maybe $100 a month. It's not a huge amount of money. It depends how much, I guess, how many streaming services you subscribe to. But it's still 6% cash back, and you set it up. You put your card in, it gets charged every month. It's simple, easy, and it's a good cash back rate. They do offer as well 3% cash back on transit, and so that's a good offer. So this could be an alternative. Again, it doesn't cover things like household items, so it's not as good in my mind as, say, an Amazon card, or I didn't mention things like Sam's Club or Costco. They have their own cards as well if that's your destination of choice. But if you shop at a little bit of everywhere, particularly when it comes to groceries, Blue Cash Preferred is an option. And another alternative, and one you might not think of, but is actually the American Express Gold Card. Yeah, it does have a $250 annual fee, but it comes with a really nice sign-up bonus. And I should mention, Blue Cash Preferred has some sign-up bonuses as well, typically $200 cash back, as you see here. That does change from time to time. And they have some other sign-up bonus offers, as you can see. And by the way, I'll leave links to all these cards below the video. Amex Gold has a nice sign-up bonus as well. They call it a welcome offer. Again, it does vary from time to time, but you get 4x points on groceries. And here the limit isn't 6,000 like it is Blue Cash Preferred, but it's 25,000. And if you've got a family, you're feeding a family of 4 or 5 or more, you're certainly going to easily spend more than 6,000 a year in groceries. So this gives you extra spending. Plus, it gives you 4x on dining, including takeout and delivery. It also gives you 3x points on flights booked directly with airlines and AmexTravel.com. That can be helpful, as you'll see when we get to the Tier 3 cards. But any of these, I think, depending on how you spend your money and where you shop, would make for a good Tier 2 credit card. And here's the deal. If you combine this with your everyday card, you're going to probably increase your sort of overall average reward rate from, say, 2% from just the everyday card to, depends on exactly which card you get and how you use it, I would say 2.5% to 3% on average. And let's take a look at that. If we go back to our calculator, and let's just assume 2.5%, that would make 4,000 monthly spend. You get $100 a month instead of 80, and now we're up to $471,000 after admittedly a long time saving and investing. But hey, this is just credit card rewards, so that's not a bad deal. All right, the third tier won't be for everyone, but it's to get a travel credit card. So I think these are ideal. Certainly if you take an annual vacation, maybe you travel a couple of times to see family, I think these make sense. Obviously, if you travel more than that, a Tier 3 card I think makes a lot of sense. Now, travel cards, you can break them into 2 categories: brand-specific cards like airline and hotel cards, and then sort of generic cards that apply regardless of what airline you use or what hotel you stay at. And if you're a travel hacker, you're probably going to have quite a few credit cards, but that's not really what this video is about. And so I think for folks wanting to keep it simple, you want a generic travel card that doesn't force you to use a specific airline or a specific hotel. And for that, I think for most people, the best option right now is Chase Sapphire Preferred. It really is a great card. You get 100,000 bonus points when you spend $4,000 on the card in the first 3 months. And here's the deal. If you're going to get this card, you want to use the rewards for travel, and you want to purchase your travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards, because when you do, you get a 25% bonus. And that is why this 100,000 point bonus is actually worth $1,250, again, when you use it for travel redeemed through Chase Ultimate Rewards. I've purchased travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. The website is incredibly easy to use, so no issues there. And so that bonus by itself is huge. But in addition to that, you earn ongoing rewards as well. And I should add, at the moment, they also are offering a $50 statement credit for hotel stays, if you're staying at hotels, right? You can then see they've got 5x total points on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards, right? 2x on all other travel, and 3x points on dining. Again, that includes, let me highlight that for you, that includes delivery and takeout as well. And they've added a new feature, 3x points on online grocery purchases, but excluding Target, Walmart, and wholesale clubs. And you earn 3x points on select streaming services. And here's the deal. Remember, all of these 3x points, 5x points, that doesn't include the 25% bonus you'll get when you use the points you earn for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. So depending on how you use this card, it could actually serve as both your tier 2 and tier 3 credit card. So you could end up with your everyday card plus this one. And I think it would be a great combination. You can see there is an annual fee. It's $95. You can see that over here. So you do need to factor that in to your analysis. But I think as travel cards go, and really this offers so many different reward rates, including groceries, streaming service, and dining, I'm almost not sure I should call it a travel card anymore, but I guess it really is, because that's how you want to use it when you redeem your points. But an excellent overall card. Now, we don't actually carry this card. I carry the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which is this one right here. It's very similar, but there are some big differences. If I were getting a travel card today, I would actually absolutely get Chase Sapphire Preferred. But Reserve is an excellent card. The big differences are, one, it's much more expensive. It's $550 a year is the annual fee. But when you redeem for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards, instead of a 25% bonus, you get a 50% bonus. Another difference is you get a $300 annual travel credit. So when you use the card for travel, Chase automatically applies that credit and removes the charges up to $300. So that helps with the annual fee. That basically brings the annual fee effectively down to $250. Still pretty expensive. They do have a sign-up bonus. It's only 60,000 points. Again, you get the 50% bonus when you use the points for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. That brings its value to $900. So not quite as rich as Chase Sapphire Preferred, but still a phenomenal sign-up bonus. And you can see here the rewards are similar. You've got 5x total points on flights when purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards, right? You actually get 10x points on hotels and car rentals purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards. Again, that's after the $300 travel credit is used. You get 3x points on other travel worldwide, and you get 10x total points on something called Chase Dining purchases with Ultimate Rewards. It's a program available at some restaurants. Honestly, right now it's a very limited program, but we'll see how it matures over time. And you get 3x points at restaurants. So at the end of the day, I really think for most people, Chase Sapphire Preferred is the better option. I might consider Reserve if you travel a lot. For example, you may travel for work and they may allow you to charge your travel to your own card, and then you get reimbursed. In that case, if you're traveling a lot, the Chase Sapphire Reserve might be the better option. But I think for the vast majority of people, for this tier 3 Chase Sapphire Preferred. So I want to mention one other option for this tier 3, and it's a card we've actually already looked at, and it's Amex Gold. Let me refresh my screen, maybe. There we go. You could use this as both your two-tier and tier 3 card because of the 3x points on at least on flights. So it's not going to get you that extra 3x on hotels. So in that sense, I generally prefer Chase Sapphire Preferred, but it is at least an option you can consider if you're trying to limit yourself down to two cards. So where does that leave us? I think if you're going to go with just one card, it absolutely should be tier 1. You're going to probably get the most bang for your buck. I like Wells Fargo Active Cash for most people. If you're going to add a second card, I think it's probably one where you spend a lot of money month to month on groceries and household items. Again, I really like Amazon Prime, but there are other options depending on where you spend your money. And then if you're going to go to the sort of the third level, I think Chase Sapphire Preferred is the best for most people. You could pick or choose. You could start with tier 1 and then pick either a tier 2 or tier 3 card if you want to keep it just to 2 credit cards. That's certainly reasonable. Let me just show you though, if you go all the way to 3 credit cards, I think you can get to a point where you're earning 3% on average, and on a $4,000 spend each month, that's going to be $120. And using the same calculator, you can see that puts us well over $500,000 just from credit card rewards, $565,000. So there you go. That's sort of my system. I'm using a 3-tier approach for the most part, although the vast majority of our spending is really just on our Everyday card and our Amazon Prime card. We do still have Chase Sapphire Reserve that we use for travel, but probably 90% of our purchases or more go on the first 2 cards. So there you go. I'll leave links to all of these below the video. If you have any questions or you have other cards you think I've missed that I should have included, let us know in the comments below. Happy to help you out any way I can. And until next time, remember, the best thing money can buy is financial freedom.